Welcome to the weekly roundup on SA Footballer TV. Thanks to all our great sponsors. Thanks to you, Darcy, for being here.
TJ, how you going?
Great to be back. Yes. And we, of course, are reviewing round 6, previewing round 7, and it's getting down to business a third of the way through the season. And in the Battle of the Birds, Darcy, what happened?
We've got Eagles. The Elizabeth taking out good winners over West Croydon, 20 goals 10-130 to West Croydon 13-6-84. Great win there, I reckon, by Elizabeth. West Croydon were getting a bit of a run on. They come into the year.
They've been good, West Croydon.
They have been very good, but Elizabeth, mate, that was a big win by them, in massive margin too. So
yeah, Elizabeth and Poldy definitely the teams to beat. For Elizabeth, Cotter was their best player with 8. He was well supported by Reeves and Greenshields.
And we got for West Croydon Woodcock with 4 in France of the 3 individuals to 7 or 8 other players, so good spread there, but still only 13 goals, so 1 each to quite a few. Then we've got the best players Woodcock and Miller.
Yeah, so a really strong result there. West Croydon still in 4th, but you'll find later on, Darcy, they're having a battle for 3rd spot this week, so something for them to look forward to. Look, Houghton, I thought maybe this week that might have been their week. Trinity don't travel traditionally well, but and Houghton got the jump on them early, but unfortunately Trinity ran over the top of them. 11-12-78, Houghton 9-7-61, a 17-point win there to the Tossers. For the Tossers, they had 3 players kick a brace in the form of Cameron, Eves and Byrne. Smith was the judge of their best player.
And we got for Houghton, who had a change of coaches. Obviously, Stephen Armand is now the coach. Yep. He's doing a lot of stuff there. Obviously, the change. So, ex-teacher Gully Boy, Nord, West Torrens he played for. So, I think he's got a bit of experience there. But Meyer for 4. McMurdy with 4. And individuals again to, gee whiz, another 5 or 6 spread around there. Best players were Schultz and Klaus.
Yeah, big Cam Schultz in ruck there, good service. He, of course, has been mentored by his tiny little mate Andrew Rogers. He's not much taller than Smurf Rogers, but he loves him and his mate Schutzy. They get around to each other, and Schutzy's having a great year. So good stuff there. Our next one, the Lions. They're just starting to, it's 3 in a row now, yeah. With a return to form of Chad Burke as best player, Beattie kicking 3. Roberts in the goal scorers, some familiar names. Shakluna's having a great year. 10-19-79, too good for Salisbury West. 9-12-66. But they really did have control of the game all day. They were 38 points up at half time and never really looked like losing.
No, that's it. So we got Fitzroy, we got Billy with 3, and Burke with 2, and Burke was also their best player. And for Salisbury West,
Newchurch with 4 and Alec Maidment named their best player. Look, Salisbury West have found the jump from 7 to 6 tough, but they're competitive each week and deserve full credit. One team that hasn't been competitive since round 1, unfortunately, they've had one other probably reasonable performance, is Mawson Lakes. They just seem to be outclassed and undermanned at this stage. Mawson Lakes at home as well. 9-2-56 to Bramwell Lodge, 22-15-147. Bramwell Lodge just down the road from Mawson Lakes. They would have had a nice drive home. I'll take the Mawson Lakes side, mate. Cates kicked 2, Brown kicked 2. Reedy had his best game of the year.
And we've got for Bramwell Lodge, McIntyre with 7, a good bag of 7 there.
Takes him to 38, does, for the year. He's on fire.
He's on fire, so you take out the award. Then we've got, gee whiz, I reckon it's about 10, 11 goal scorers there after that. So good, again, good spread for 22 goals. McIntyre with 7. And best players was Brooks and Steele.
Yes.
Unlucky to have to mention that 3rd best player, but that's okay.
It's interesting as well, they've got two D Steels in the best player, Dean and Dean. They're both named Dean, they're spelled different, I believe. Oh, it's D-E-N-E and D-E-A-N. Steele and Steele. And look at that, I thought it was a misprint. It's, according to our good friend
Sports TJ. Both scored goals, absolutely.
Well, anyway, interesting one there. Our last game of the round that we're having a look at, mate, of course, is Pulteney. They are awesome, simply awesome. Taking on luckless Ingle Farm. Ingle Farm have used 41 players in the A grade in the first 6 rounds. That's 2 teams.
That's 2 teams.
Injuries, illness, some glandular fever floating around. Guys like Nick Pope, Dan Bryant, and Stevie Ginnell all coming up a bit ginger. They just can't get any. They can't get the form going. But Pulteney certainly can. Giddings in the best player, kicking goals, and in the best player kicking 5. Forbes 4, Curry 4. When they kicked 24 goals to 8, so Tarka was named their best, but Dalton Tucker, former AFL listed and South Adelaide player, apparently, this is from Paul Manuel himself, 40 plus touches. So, yeah. On the Ingle Farm side, mate,
Yeah, we've got Sanderson with 2, Sun with 2, Lynch with 2. So, like I mentioned, Smith and Finch, because obviously there's only a few players there that got them. But the best players was Phillips and Spence. So, a big win there, Eagle Farm. I mean, they had a bit of a rough trot last year, and they've obviously got 41 players out there. So, at least they've got some players coming back out for the club and trying to get them back up to where they belong.
Yep. Okay, mate, let's get on to this week's games, and we're going to go from bottom to top on the internet because that top game, it's got me frothing at the bit.
It has.
Champing at the bit. But our first game is Trinity versus Mawson Lakes. Trinity at home are always a good team. They're starting to get a little bit of form together as well. Trinity, as they've won, I'm not sure if they've won 3 of their last 4. I think it might be. They find themselves in 5th spot, and they will hold on to 5th. And all the teams based on Main North Road, ironically. Salisbury West just sort of off it. Brahma Lodge on it. Trinity on it. You got Mawson Lakes on it, and Ingle Farm, you just turn left off. I'll tell you what, geographically, it's a very, very interesting
Easy.
And then Elizabeth, also on Main North Road. Cut off me legs and call me Julie Dubs.
Probably West Croydon and the western suburbs.
Probably it's interesting. And then out in the northeast, it's a strange comp like that. Geographically, you couldn't have them packed into Main North anymore, could you? Anyway, a little bit sidetracked there.
No.
Trinity for mine, comfortably.
Trinity, I'd love to see, as I said, I know Stephen Armand very well. I reckon it's good that he's put his hand up, with 3 or 4 games in to say, look, I'll take it on, boys, I'm okay. 2 lads playing out there as well, so, but I'd love to see it, but yeah, Trinity for me.
Yeah, it's good luck to Nuts. That's Houghton, though.
Sorry?
That's Houghton. You're talking about Steve Armand.
Steve Armand?
Houghton.
Mawson Lake, sorry.
Either way, we're going for Trinity. Sorry, I just touched your little light patio there. But we'll go up to Ingle Farm and Salisbury West. Now, this will be an interesting one. These 2 teams know each other reasonably well. Ex-coach of Ingle Farm, now coaching Salisbury West, so he'll know some of their players, certainly. Yes, leave that one alone. Unfortunately, left in
comments from the producer as well.
Difficult circumstances, trying circumstances. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's probably a story, offline story. We won't put that out to the general public, but I kind of have. I tell you what, there's plenty of action out there. Ingle Farm just can't, as we said, get continuity together. I think Gray Grant might return, number 47, the man they call the West Coast Hype. If Gunnell can dominate the ruck. Well, I'm going Ingle Farm. Ingle Farm to turn it around this week.
I can't. I'm going for Salisbury West.
Yeah.
In a fair close game, but I'm going for Salisbury West. Well, it's all up there, up the same area, so it's only not far to travel.
It's 7th versus 8th, and realistically, they're going to be, even a win, you're still going to be 2 games outside of the 5. This is season on the line stuff, so
absolutely.
Should be a good clash.
Ingle Farm, as I said, the turnover of players at the moment, it's just they haven't got that consistency, can't get, trying to stabilise, it's pretty hard at the moment. That's why I'm just probably swaying towards Salisbury West at the moment.
Salisbury West have been consistent, they've been competitive each week, so I certainly understand that. Fitzroy, as we've mentioned, have been on the improve. Houghton yet to trouble the...
Still happening too.
It really is, the Portland Hotel. Get on down here for a frothing, because they sure are. I'll take Fitzroy.
As I said, I'll repeat now. Stephen Armand, love to see him
doing great things.
I know, doing great things.
Nuts.
Put his hand up, and they didn't call him that at school. I went to school with him too. They never called him.
No, that's because one of his sons has been called nuts.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, because there's some other media coverage you got. But anyway.
Yeah, but I'd love to see Houghton, but no, Fitzroy for me.
Yeah. Brahma Lodge and West Croydon. Now, the winner of this, it's 3rd versus 4th. They're both 4 and 2. The winner of this maintains outright 3rd spot, so plenty to play for early. Tough one to call. This is a real toss of a coin job.
I've got a bit of a soft spot for West Croydon, so West Croydon for me.
Yeah, it's just around the corner from your mob at the Eagles. I'll take Brahma Lodge because it's at home. I think when they're up and running, it should be a warm day. Their firepower, Daryl McIntyre and a few of the other boys, they've certainly replaced Timmy Aloisi pretty well. I think they'll just get the chocolates. But our game of the round, and what a game of the round is, 2 teams sitting 6-0, barely untouchable, one on 66 percentage points, one on 71. It's Pulteney versus Elizabeth.
I'm saying both undefeated too, so that's probably, so someone's going to come up with a loss.
I think in the reserve they're undefeated as well. And in the C grade, Elizabeth take on Paynham North Union, who've only lost, both teams have only lost 1 game. And it's a 10-15 game, therefore meaning available. The great Tommy
Javor is going to make a comeback.
Dusted off the boots,
is he
sucking
really?
the guts in. They're going to keep this weekend. I'm looking forward to heading down to Argana. And the club's done great things. And I'll probably sit on the bench for most of the day with a hot dog and pie. But it's just good to be out. I miss footy so much. So yeah, it's going to be really good to get out to a morning game and then go to the live golf.
10-15.
So we're talking about the A grade.
We are.
And Elizabeth at home, I tip them against anyone else but Pulteney with with Tucker and Giddings and
5 more
Nicholson, and they're just got such a good lineup together this year, and I don't think it'll hold any fears. So I will take Pulteney.
Pulteney for me as well.
Thanks for watching Div 6, and good luck on the weekend.
See you later.